Can you hear me? Woo! Welcome everybody to our Healthy Games Challenge. I've got everybody muted right now. I'm going to open up the lines in just a minute. But for those of you who don't know me, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Neva, and I'm your team room coach. And I just wanted to wear my special hat for you and let you know that I have the power. But more importantly, all of you have the power to get healthy. So that's what this challenge is all about, and we're going to work together to do it. And if anybody missed that intro, you're going to have to watch the recording to see that. So anybody joining, if you join at this point, go back and watch the beginning of this when I put that recording out. So this is the very first week of our challenge. So our very first team huddle with the newly formed team. Some people have been on the pre-challenge. We had a warm-up call, and I got to meet some of you, but this is the first one that's the official new challenge Zoom huddle. I keep forgetting, it's a huddle. It's not a call, it's a huddle. This is a team huddle, everybody. So welcome, and I hope we all have a ton of fun doing this because I know we sure did last time. So I'm going to unmute everybody here shortly and get some participation. But the thing that I wanted everybody to know is that this very first week, you heard Dr. A talk about the theme of the week is awakening to health. And sometimes it seems kind of strange, you know, we're reading and we're going after these points, and what has that got to do with health? But the whole thing is, when you start doing that, there's some little incentives to get you started. But once you get going and you're reading and you're watching videos, you really do see what some of this health stuff is all about. So his main theme was awakening to health, and the daily reading on day one, there were a couple of guys talking, David Bush and Craig Blanchett, and they were talking about the importance of people getting together and being able to support one another. And so that has really made a difference. And those of you who were on a challenge before, you know that. You've met people, people encourage you and help you. And that's also the purpose for having the posts, both on the team wall and the challenge wall, and really getting to help people. And the fact that you get points for even doing that. So it makes it a lot of fun. So that's the importance of these huddles. And just for a little extra incentive, hopefully you all saw that there's a little bit of cash involved in it too. We do have some challenge incentives, and we have a couple of team room incentives. And so this one's a team room incentive of $50 for whoever attends the most Zoom calls. Zoom huddle, and if there's a tie, then we'll do a runoff random drawing on those. Okay. So let me go ahead and just say that some people were on the challenge before, some people were on this team, so you might have some similar teammates. Some people were on the challenge before, but in a different room, and some people have never been on the challenge before. So when I open up the line, just to get us started, I'm not going to put anybody on the spot, but I just want you to say, hello, my name is, what city and state you're in, and tell us if you were on the challenge last time, and or if you're brand new to the challenge. That's all I want, not a big deal. So I think we should start with the people that were on the challenge before. So I'm going to see if I can't unmute everybody here, and we'll get started. Okay. All right. So, who would like to start and introduce themselves? Joe? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was on the challenge before. My name is Joe Plone. I'm currently in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I live in Dallas or Plano, Texas, and it's great to be here.
Great.
Hi, Joe.
I'm Polly.
Hi, Polly.
Hi, Polly Anderson. I was on the challenge last time. I've actually got my husband to join me this time, and he's supposed to be sitting right here next to me, but he's on a phone call, so we'll see if we can get him on in a minute. But glad to be here.
Okay, great. Judy?
Hi, my name is Judy Hickman, and I live in Frisco, Texas, and I was on the challenge last time in even Dale's team.
Great. Tammy, I think I saw your hand up.
Yep. Hi, I'm Tammy Nelson, and I was on the challenge last time. And we live in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
And
Welcome.
I'm on here with my husband, Mark.
Okay, so if you've all got this laid out in a gallery style, where we've got like the Brady Bunch. So up in the left-hand corner for me is her spouse. So let's jump up to Mark.
I'm Mark Nelson, and I was on the challenge last time.
Mark, it's echoing with you. Okay, I think it's gonna be hard to hear you, but we got you introduced, so thank you. Okay. Who else was on the challenge last time?
We were on there.
Okay. Nick and Jen.
Nick, we're from Mount Vernon, Illinois, and we were on Neva and Dale's team last challenge. Hi, Jen.
Great. Welcome. Ann, I saw your hand up.
I'm Ann Izzard, and my husband Ernest is another box over there, and we were on the challenge last time.
Great. Let's jump over to Ernest then.
Ma'am, Nessa, I am a challenged person. And I was
I don't know.
If they're in the same room, one of them's going to have to mute their mic while the other's talking. Otherwise, you're going to get that echoing.
Yeah. Are you guys in the same room, Ann and Ernest?
Yeah, I thought I had, but I don't know how.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we know who.
Okay.
We know who you are, Ernest, but I don't think we heard everything you said. So. All right. Jumping up to the top. How about Stacey and Teresa?
Hi, I'm the dog lady. I'm usually covered in dogs.
She's a cat lady also.
I'm a cat lady too.
and birds.
We did the challenge last time, but we did a room of our own, and we just thought we'd throw in with Neva's group this time because it's a little bit bigger group, maybe a little bit more activity.
And we want to have more fun.
Welcome. We're glad you're here.
Plano.
All right. Dale?
Oh, hi, I'm Mr. Dale Kosmicki, and I live in Plano, and I'm her husband.
That way. Okay. All right. Okay. So I don't know who's on the phone. Let me just get the phone people taken care of. Who's on the phone?
Hey, Neva, Scott and Janet are here.
Hey.
Was that Scott and Janet?
Yes.
Okay. And are you guys on the phone together?
Yes.
Speakerphone?
We're
Okay.
saving you.
And where are you guys located?
College Park, Maryland.
Washington, D.C.
Okay. All right. And I think this is your first challenge, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. We're glad you're here, and maybe next time you'll show your faces. You can't see me.
There are what?
All right. And who's the other person on the phone?
This is Eleanor.
Hey, Eleanor.
Eleanor, how are you? I live in Plano, Texas, and I am a repeat participant here.
All right, good. We're glad you're here. And the last one is Tracy Jackson.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Tracy Jackson. Hi, Teresa. And I was invited by Teresa, and I live in Moore, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think I counted 1, 2, 3, 4 different states. Is that what you guys heard? A lot of more cities, but 4 states.
That's right, but said it was not, it was the other person's fault and he didn't get the number. But what are you doing?
Okay, if somebody's talking and not talking about the challenge, you can mute yourself.
You'll be on in a minute. Put your head here.
Oh, here comes Ron.
There's Ron.
Hi, Ron.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, just dealing with another one of our kids, you know.
Okay.
Keeps us young.
There you go.
We
Well,
have to deal with their problems and ours too.
I hope Polly didn't twist your arm too hard to get you into this challenge.
Did you twist your arm too hard? Did I twist your arm too hard?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Well, we're glad you're here. And
We
welcome.
didn't reconcile a bank account, so I just soon do this.
Very good. Oh, and we have much more fun. We have a lot more fun here. So, welcome again, everybody. It's great to. Wait a minute. I missed Pam. Pam, you're in the second row.
Oh, I'm Pam Carrazzo, and I am living in Hatfield, Arkansas. This is my first challenge.
Okay. Thank you, Pam. And we accept it to 5 states. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! All right. Love it. Okay. What we want to do, you guys, is I kind of already started saying that the purpose of doing these is that it really helps people plug in what's going on and gives us a chance to review some things, go over what you like, what you don't like, what you're remembering, how the thing's working. You know, if you think about it, this is day 4. And how much have we already read? Oh my gosh, we've covered so much material already. If you don't rethink some of this, you're going to miss it. And although the challenge is fantastic in terms of covering a lot of material and having you look at things, sometimes we're in such a hurry to get those points that we don't really pay attention to what the words say. So I like to, during these Zoom huddles, just talk about some of the things that were covered and what's going to be coming up for everybody. So the first thing I wanted to just do is a bit of a review about, what that participation point challenge looks like. I'm kind of guessing that I don't have everybody's points memorized in my head, or if everybody on this call has already logged in or weighed in or not, but I think most of you have, and I think most of you had a chance to start looking at what we've got in terms of what you're reading, what you're watching, and that kind of thing. And so let's just think about that. Let's just talk about that for a second. I already mentioned that this first week is the Awakening to Health. It's the theme. And if you remember on day 1, Dr. Anderson laid out what the 6 weeks are going to look like. So just a quick review. Week 2 is going to be about healthy eating. Week 3 is healthy movement. Week 4 is sleep and mindfulness. Week 5 is life purpose. And week 6 is finishing strong and beyond. So there's a theme to all of this, and one of the things that you'll see change is, and those of you who were challengers last time, this is something new. We didn't have something called rotating activities, and now we have these rotating activities, and they're really kind of cool. There's some different topics each day, and those are going to rotate in terms of following along with some of the these weekly themes as well. And So we've got the rotating activities. We've got habits of water, right? We've got habits of less stress. We've got habits of sleep. We've got daily exercise videos. We've got, gosh, I have to look at all of them. We've got a variety of other things like surveys, right? We've already had 2 surveys available to us to do. And we have the, we'll never forget it, download Dr. A's ebook option, which just kind of went crazy on us, and some people got extra points, and then the points were taken away, but some people still got extra points. So it's all kind of goofy. If you're watching the points, it got kind of crazy. And in my welcome letter, I said to everybody, your first challenge is to pass me up in points, because I had a day on everybody else where I got an extra 10 points. Well, guess what? I'm already not the leader of the room. So
if we want our extra points back, can we have them?
I'm not sure what's going to happen with some of the extra points that got thrown out there.
I had them twice and they're gone.
Well, it's interesting, and I won't name names, but there's certain people that got extra points, and certain people that didn't get the extra points. And so, part of me says, as a team coach, I like that our team has these extra points. And so I'm going to look at it from that perspective. And I did, along with others, we did report that, hey, you know, that there are some issues with points here, but I honestly don't know if they're going to catch them all. So hopefully nobody lost points. Everybody either kept the points they had or they got extra points. So, all right, everybody okay with that?
I still blame Dale for taking away my 295 points.
Hey, you still got 25 more than me. When we should be equal.
Equality.
And this is why
Now, children.
This is why we have a little interesting challenge and a little competition going on in our room, but it makes for fun. It makes for a lot of fun. So some of the other things are, of course, the daily food log, the daily exercise log, posting to the team wall. And just think about that. You get 3 points for that. And now that many of you have gotten to see other people and see their faces and get an idea of who they are, you can even post to them with a little bit more confidence now and feel good about it. So I hope that you all feel good about being able to do that, because it really is a lot of fun. And you get points for it. So let me just say, if there is anybody that has not weighed in yet, get that done this week. I encourage you to get that in, get going on that. Be sure and get your settings and profile done. Read the rules, and get the 2 surveys done. Those are the highest points. And if you jump in and get all of that done, then you're catching up with points, and that's just a great way to get everything started. And then you can start, daily doing all the other readings and things like that. What you're going to see, for those of you who weren't on the challenge before, you're going to see different questions, different kinds of surveys each week, as well as there'll be some bonus points that jump in, and we don't know what they are, and you got to watch for them, and sometimes they're tricky, and so you just got to, be mindful. Sometimes Joe gets in there first thing in the morning, and then he'll tell us, and sometimes he doesn't, so you got to watch him. So
I'm watching him. Yeah, I'm watching him.
So I want to just do a quick little check, and the one other thing I wanted to say is, especially for this week, is we've got 2 things that are potential incentives for you. The first one is where you're inviting other people from this past Monday through this Saturday. That's a challenge. And whoever gets the most receives $750. Now, this is the whole challenge wide. This isn't just our room. So you can imagine, you know, there's going to be thousands of people invited, but take advantage of it. Get into that incentive if you can. I would love, love, love to see somebody in our room win that. And then the second part, which we put together as a team room before we knew they were going to do that, because they didn't do that last time. We went ahead and said there's a $25 gift card for anybody here, anybody in our room that invited somebody else and the person they invited joined. You might invite 10 people, but if they didn't join us, you don't get any points. But if they joined the room, I don't care if it was 1 or if it's 10, your name gets put into a hat, and then we will do a drawing on one of these Zoom calls and see who won that incentive. Last time,
is it like a regular card?
What?
Is it like a regular gift card, or is it like for a specific place?
It's I did a Visa gift card last time.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wasn't sure. Just asking.
Yeah. I want to make sure that you could use it in any part of the country that you're from, Janet. So.
Yay!
Yes. Okay. So those.
I'm gonna like the money.
I think we all kind of like the money. So good. It's funny how we need some little incentives or points and dollars, and it's okay because in the long run we're all learning about health. So it's okay that we do it that way.
That's what you need. Put it by your scale and says, "Show me the money," and then afterwards say, "Oh yeah, the health too."
There you go.
Every time you get on your.
Yep. Okay. So I want to just go ahead and first of all, to make sure that we have time, and I did tell you that these are about 30-minute long calls, and they definitely don't go over 40 because we get cut off. So not a problem with these running longer than that. So I'll try to wrap it up around in 30 minutes. So I want to make sure that I get any questions answered first. So I want to start with questions, and then if we have time after that, I want to come around and see what reading, what video, what thing you've heard already this week that you really like. So let me open it up for questions.
Eva, are we going to have points for attending the huddle call?
You will have the points, but so it would be 1 point for tonight. So it's like 1 point for each time you attend.
Okay.
And so that's why the other reason I wanted to make sure I knew who was on this call. And maybe I'll get Jill to keep track of that for me. And so that we know who all has been on the huddle and go from there. And as long as you're asking that, Judy, the other thing is, some of you know that I did ask for best day. Wednesday or Thursday were the options for our weekly Zoom call. And of the people that responded, Thursday won out. So that's why we've got it this week on Thursday. Sometime during the 6 weeks, we might just move it back to a Wednesday just to help out the people that can't make it on Thursday, to be fair. So if you didn't get to vote, if you didn't send that to me before, you can do that on the team room wall, or you can send me an email message, whichever you want, and let me know what day you vote for. And this could change again. Okay, other questions? Janet, I saw you had a question posted, and I didn't get a chance to answer it yet.
Yeah, it was about like every time on, well, of course I've got Scott's old, you know, PC from like 20 giggity years ago. So, and of course I'm like computer ignorant. So every time I try to post, like, I guess a comment to other people's stuff, sometimes I get this error. And he's like, well, give it a minute. I think, you know, it gets flooded. And then after a while, sometimes it'll show back up, but then I can never tell if the person I wrote on their wall or their little comment to, because I can never find them again. I mean, it says in my little box that, you know, I communicated with somebody and I got the points, but I don't know if the person heard what I was saying. Does that make sense?
Are you doing it on the team wall or the challenge wall?
Both. Mostly it happens on the challenge wall.
Yeah, I can see the challenge wall because they're very busy. They have hundreds of respondents, and that's why you can't find them, because by the time you want to respond, there's like 12 people already taking their place in the queue.
Yeah, like I'll type in what I've said, and then it'll hit error. Like I'll go scroll down the thing, and it'll be like 20 of them, and then by the time that it clears off, there's a whole other 20.
Now the good news is you don't get points for posting on the challenge wall.
Okay.
So
I'm not losing any. It's only our team members.
Right, just our team, our room. So go back to our room and try that. And do you still get that error?
I have to go back and check.
Okay.
I don't have my computer with me right now, but I will do it this week.
Okay.
And if I have a problem, Neva, I'll call you. But I can't say that it possibly might not be human error.
Okay. That's all right. We're honest here. All right.
It's honest. Oh, it's very funny. I'm chuckling because he's like, but anyhow.
Okay. Any other questions about the challenge? Nope. Great. Everybody's finding their way around and doing okay? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have a few minutes. So is there anybody that wants to share something that they already picked up this week that they really liked, that's really going to help them?
What I really liked was drink your water before you even drink your coffee in the morning. Start with drinking the water and get it down. And I thought that was a really brilliant stuff. I do that, it's much easier. So I really like that.
Speaking of water, everybody, I want you to hold up the water bottle or the glass of water you have sitting with you right there.
Mine's over there.
And if you're following this challenge, everybody should be able to pick one up rather quickly. We almost should have points for this. This is beautiful. I love it.
Mine's right there. I
Can't see me, but I'm holding mine.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. All right. Very good. That was a good question, Teresa. See what you started? Okay.
Neva, I learned something.
Okay.
I did the profile and got to the question that said, what makes you happiest? And I couldn't answer it. And on Saturday, before I weighed in, a friend who happens to be our first client asked me to make a Red Riding Hood cape for her. She's an elementary school teacher. And when I was sitting there sewing, I realized I'm happier with a needle and thread in my hand than any other time.
Wow.
I'm going to use that to do what makes me happy, to sort of encourage me to be happy, and I think that'll encourage my weight loss.
Fantastic. Cool. Good one. Good one. Okay. Just want to let everybody know that we just got the notice for our 10-minute countdown before we get cut off here. And so I've got time for maybe one more person to share something that they enjoyed or read this week.
Go, Stacy, go!
I don't think it's come up yet, but Dr. Anderson talks about the things that we do automatically and how many things we do automatically, things that just occur, and you got to use a conscious mind as part of this process. It may come up later, but I saw something last night that I thought was really cool that ties into that. Your subconscious mind is your personal genie. It always says, your wish is my command.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good.
That is true.
I like that.
You too. That's really good.
The truth is your subconscious mind runs everything in your life.
Yep.
Everything you say was prompted by your subconscious mind a few seconds earlier.
Very cool.
That's
Well, I'm
good.
still wishing for that $1 million, and the genie hadn't given it to me yet.
Well, at least you didn't
Need a
say
new
plus.
There you go.
Change your batteries.
Start slow and start to build up with winning a few incentives from this challenge. How about that?
Good one.
All right, everybody, watch on the team wall when the next challenge, when the next Zoom huddle will be, either Wednesday or Thursday of next week. And I like the same time, 8 o'clock, because it covers, allows us to get people from all of the time zones in. So I'm really glad you're all here. Love having you be a part of this team. And let's all go out and meet our health goals this year, this week, and this 6-week challenge. And just to remind you, we're going to end with
We spared no expense on our visual effects. That cost me $3 at CVS or something like that. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.